Hello, I'm Tim Heatley and I'm co-founder of Capital&Centric, and we are a social impact developer. And that means that whatever we do and wherever we do it, we have to have a really positive impact upon the location or the town or the city in which we're developing. And that can be done in a number of ways. We want to offer homes to owner-occupiers. We create employment in areas of high levels of worklessness and high levels of unemployment. All of our projects have to be super energy efficient and hyper energy efficient locations. A lot of our projects involve conservation architecture and restoration of historic or listed buildings. That for us is important because we want the community to be the beneficiary of the regeneration that we create. As a social impact developer, we take a really long-term view. So we'll see development and regeneration and that process over a 10 or 15 year period and longer. And that creates a very different outlook on how we develop and what we develop. I'm really excited about Weir Mill and about Stockport in terms of the site itself and the buildings that are already here, but also actually in terms of the wider community of Stockport. So the space that we're going to create is going to be varied in terms of its location and sizes and so on. And it's going to have great opportunity around the design of it for a variety of different businesses to be based here. And I think it'll create a sense of community that means that other businesses can then start to interact off each other and bounce off each other. And that's a really exciting part of the process, is to get that mix right. In terms of the interior, we want to celebrate the architecture of the time. We've got new build and we've got restoration and conversion as well. So you're going to see huge lofty windows, exposed stone lintels and stone windowsills, clean lines, contemporary architecture in the new build. You're going to see cast iron columns coming up through the mill buildings as well, with lots of glazing and balconies and that feeling of space. And we're going to have a modern interpretation of that industrial aesthetic of a mill in the new build by having exposed conduits. It could be concrete ceilings, but bring an element of warmth into it with timber floors. For us, one thing that's really exciting is the fact that this mill building's never been lived in before. So you're going to look out your window and you're going to see those railway arches that disappear off into the distance, those iconic railway arches that are built over the mill, and then behind you've got the river. That for us is a really compelling reason to people to want to live here. We're going to improve access to the river. We're going to make it accessible to everybody, because in a way the river was built over, it was hidden, it was took out of the way again, which is a really important asset for Stockport. So our proposals actually recreate the ability to get down to the river, to see it, to interact with it, to enjoy it, to get up close to it and to hang out there. And then that's going to be a really interesting place all year round as the seasons change. I think it'll feel like a very special place, and it's a really exciting time to be developing and investing in Stockport Town Centre.